What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol CLOV for Clover Health Investments. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. This, of course, will be more of an update. We've covered this one semi-regularly now on the channel, and the main thing to discuss is that we did not hold at the top end of the balance area from the daily, noting that this is the balance area. Here, of course, are the highs, and what should have happened if we were making forward and upward progress truly was that on the pullback here, this should have held, and we should have done something like that again if this was going to be a true strong move. Excuse me there. So the fact that we've now closed and accepted inside of this balance puts into play the rules for a look above and fail. So what that is, remembering that this is still the balance, we have a look above, fail into the range. That says that the target should be the bottom end here, closer to $7.87. So we are looking for some more downside inside of Clover. This big breakout looks to be a failure, and we're monitoring essentially for the next potential setup if it comes down towards the bottom end of the range at 787. Something to keep in mind is that we also have this sort of middle of the range. Let's go ahead and grab our price level tool and just note that there's some pretty solid support here, noting that we had prior resistance, all of these upper wicks, and then some decent support here right around $8.34. So that might act as a little hang up, but really looking for it to come into at least 8 to the downside as we see that look above and fail play out. So those are my thoughts here. The chart does not look phenomenal to the long side right now. If you got caught at the highs in this breakout, consider where your money could be working harder for you elsewhere instead of having it tied up here and really waiting to see if we can get some sort of reversal out of that $8 area, which we have discussed. That would be, my first inclination. Just ask yourself those questions. And then if you're really dead set on holding it, where would be, some areas to pay attention to see if we're getting that turn? Well, noting that this is a fairly steep sell-off here, I wouldn't say that this support or resistance trend line, is the end of the world, but, it's pretty steep. Oops, I don't know why it didn't click. Probably because I was off the screen, but if I do something like this, then we'll just go ahead and extend that to the right. There we go. Again, fairly steep. I'm not saying it doesn't ever break, but if we can get above it, that would be the first sign of potential strength. But until that really happens, just looking for lower or sideways here inside of CLOV. And again, if it just breaks it sideways and it never comes out of the top end of the range again, then again, that's also telling you something that we're getting more price acceptance around this area here instead of buyers responding, trying to force prices higher. So those are my thoughts on CLOV. Does not look phenomenal to the long side. You have the levels to watch out for, but the main thing in play here is the look above and fail on declining red volume here, just declining interest in the stock, in my opinion. Not something I would want to be caught holding long at this point in time. So if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the perspective, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked down below in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.